very good morning to you. First seminar of the day. Strangely, for an IT presentation, I'm not going to show you any software. We haven't got time in 20 minutes. What I'm going to talk to you about really is the business problems that we're solving for clients and what the solutions to those problems are. Let's talk about e-commerce for a moment. So taking your business online onto your own online shop to sell to customers over the internet. There's really two sides to e-commerce in 2017. On the one side, we have what's called B2C. So you have a product, you sell it to your end customer via the internet. That's been around for 20 years. There's been a massive explosion in B2B e-commerce, which is business to business e-commerce, which isn't necessarily retail. This is expanding and using the facilities of e-commerce to move up and down your supply chain and automate, simplify, make more efficient your transactions with your customers, with your suppliers, suppliers, and so on. Process and workflow automation, linked to what I've just talked about there around sales processes. We've worked with a charity client, Cancer Help Preston. We've helped them put together a solution that really automates the backbone of their charity management and patient processing systems. So we've been able to put together a software solution that automates all of that process for them, lets their carers and consultants and doctors focus on the sort of primary care, and lets the software look after the administration and smooth running of the organisation. It's enabling them to highlight the areas they can be smarter at and really drive some organisational change within the charity. So how are we using IT to help businesses improve project management? I'm going to talk about Essex County Council here and a solution we put together for them to automate how they respond to public requests for service. So we put together a really innovative solution for Essex County Council where members of the public are able to report online what the issue is. The software then takes over and analyses the nature of that task. That's actually been running at the council for just over 4 years. The data that they have that proves and evidences the service they're providing to the public has been a real game changer for them, and they can say based on facts exactly how long it's taken them to respond to any issue reported by the public. I haven't shown any software on purpose. We're talking about business benefits here, but I do just want to mention how good best practice IT infrastructure can in itself be a game changer for businesses. And my best example of that really is another charity client we have in Cumbria. It's St Mary's Hospice based in Ulverston. They had complex, outdated IT systems because of the constraints the NHS IT system was putting on them. They had no independent access to the internet. So we're quite a challenge looking at how we could transform their IT from being NHS dependent to independent but still integrated with NHS patient record systems. We did do it. It took us 12 months and an awful lot of negotiation with the NHS. When we actually got through all the smoke and mirrors and mystique of how that works, you are in fact able to access the NHS EMIS system and independently run your own IT solutions. That has been an absolute game changer for St Mary's Hospice. They've actually within 12 months seen a net reduction in their IT cost, and we solved the biggest problem in their organisation for them. So basic IT infrastructure that we kind of take for granted can be a game changer depending where you're starting from. Every solution I've talked about there is a web-based solution. We've seen a huge transition in the last 3, 4, 5 years from server-based, in-organisation, on-premise database or software solutions to cloud-based, internet-based software solutions. And every example of a customer solution that we've talked about there is in fact web-based and ultimately is a website. I do want to say two things though. If I look at our 250, 300 clients that we have, and who has a good website, who has a bad website, and if I look at our own website and improvements we've looked to make, the two single biggest things you can do to improve your website is A, create your own images, do your own photography, do not use stock photography. The second thing is look at your copywriting on your website. Less is more when it comes to words on websites these days. Be brutal on your copywriting on your website and get it as succinct as you possibly can. That's me done. We're out of time. Hope that's been interesting. Enjoy the day.